अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, इट्स मी अगेन एनी अरसलान विद यू। और आज हम जिस बारे में बात करेंगे इट इज़ अबाउट हाउ टू मैनेज योर बॉस। ये डिस्कशन क्यों मैं लेकर आई परफॉर्मेंस बूस्टर बकेट के अंदर, बिकॉज फ्यू डेज बैक आई गॉट अ मैसेज ऑन माई फेसबुक. The message was all about, if I can please read it out aloud for all of you, how I can control my boss. This was the all message. And when we went into a discussion, I came to know, because the line was really catchy, why to control your boss and what does it actually mean. I came to know that I have been listening to your videos. They are really encouraging, motivating and helpful enough. But I have a question for you. My boss is extremely panicking and at times he panics enough to the level that he is not eager to learn the real facts. He is extremely monitoring and at times it troubles my performance. So can you please give us any secretive tools and techniques that can help us controlling our boss up to the level that it does not disturb our performance? So my dear friend, I'm here to answer you and every person who feels that he or she in such a scenario where the situation is out of control just because of the mood swings of the boss. Alright, fine. So to understand, first of all, I want all of you to learn that we are not going to control our bosses, for sure. But the good news is we can surely manage our bosses. So how to manage our bosses? We have to first learn the personality traits. And when we learned the personality trait of our boss, when we decode the personality trait of our boss, then it will be easier for us to help them, to manage them. And once they are managed, then for sure our performance would definitely be enhanced and improved. तो जो पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट्स हैं वो सिर्फ 5 तरीके के हैं और मेनली प्रोमिनेंटली 5 तरीके के हैं. उन पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट्स को हम वन बाय वन क्विकली डिस्कस करेंगे एंड देन यू हैव टू पुट इट इनटू द सिचुएशंस एंड देन यू हैव टू नो विच पर्सनालिटी trait your boss has most of the time. So it will help you realizing how you can help them. Along with the personality traits, we would be discussing the action plan along sidewise. तो सबसे पहला जो personality trait है that is about openness. अच्छा, इस सवाल का जवाब जो मुझसे पूछा गया वो इन्हीं 5 personality traits में आ भी जाएगा. पहला trait जो है that is about openness. Few of the bosses are more like, oh wow, I love new ideas, and they are always open for the new excited ideas and everything they put up on the table whatsoever that pops up in their mind. So most of the time what happens that if your boss is of that kind, highly open, तो होता ये है कि हम अगर बहुत highly open होते हैं तो हम सब कभी साइड ट्रैक होने लगते हैं. And what happens that once you are extremely into new ideas, you will leave the tradition and the recent policies procedure behind, because you would be all the time jumping into one idea to another to third to fourth to fifth. So if your boss is of that kind, how you can help them? You can help them by knowing that you are all equally or mildly in link with the new idea. But hold on, oh wow, that is so exciting, we will go for it, but first we have to complete this task. So it will help them organizing their to-do list by the help of yours. This is the first one. So if your boss is highly open, you have to cut it down into to-do list for them, so it will help them and you too to manage and get the task on the completion side. This is the action plan for dealing with the highly open boss. The second is diligence, carefulness, consciousness. So if your boss is highly diligent, means all the time he is having sticky notes, pointers, to-do list, planner, and extremely into detail. So what exactly you have to do? You have to pace yourself up to help them, because he wants detailing. उनको डिटेलिंग समझ भी आती है और समझ आने के बाद उनको easy feel आता है, because they feel the task being into the shape where they want it to be like. So if you are low diligent and your boss is of high diligence, you have to pace yourself up. But if your boss is low diligent with the mindset कि उनको बहुत ज़्यादा डिटेलिंग ओवरवेलमिंग लगती है, वो साइड ट्रैक होने लगते हैं, वो थक जाते हैं, पैनिक हो जाते हैं और उनको समझ नहीं आता कि हाउ टू गेट विद इट वन बाय वन. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू हैव टू डू? यू हैव टू लर्न द स्किल वेयर यू वुड बी पुटिंग फॉरवर्ड द फर्स्ट top 3 or top 5 most important things about any task, because your boss is of that kind where detailing disturbs or drains their energy. So first of all, you have to learn the skill of telling them in highlighters, pointers, and wheresoever they want to get the detail from you, then you can give them detail as per the desired level. So to deal with the diligent or highly diligent boss, you have to pace yourself up. You have to have your planner. Or with the low diligent boss, you have to be careful what to say at what time. Means you cannot put up everything all of a sudden at one time on their table. So it will help them understanding that you understand them better. This is second trait. Now the third is extroversion. Extroversion, more like me, where people gives you energy, where you feel yourself warmed up, where you feel yourself more energetic when you meet people. So if your boss is extrovert, then meetings, then chit-chats fascinates them. So for dealing with such a kind of a boss, what exactly you have to learn? You have to learn this skill where you would be putting up your business agenda, meeting agenda into a informal chit-chat talk. There might be meeting virtually or passing on the details over email would not be of a good idea, and what exactly you have to learn, instead of putting it up all on an email and sending them that I have sent you the details, might not work well. So quickly gelling with your boss can be done if you go there, sit with them, have a talk and have a discussion. Extrovert के लिए, और अगर if your boss is little low extrovert, I won't say introvert, but if it is he or she is little low in extrovert, then what exactly you have to do? Then meeting up more often on the daily basis or on maybe hourly basis will drain their energy. So every time they have to after meeting with you, they have to recharge, breathe, to settle themselves down, and it might be so overwhelming for them. So there the digital or virtual meetup will be of better idea. Here sending them email will be more preferable before meeting them, and once you send them email, then you can decide over which agenda you have to meet, and the rest of the details are sent on email, which are pretty much okay. So this is the third one. Now the fourth is agreeableness. What is agreeableness? Agreeableness is saying yes every time. Few of us, no matter if they're bosses or their colleagues or their team members, they are really bad in saying no. So if your boss is highly agreeable, means he or she says yes every time, you can check it. How you can check the default nature of your boss? You can check it that every time you make a plan, informal plans, and he or she says yes. Okay, go for a coffee, yes. Go for lunch, yes. So every time if by default nature he or she says yes, it means that the person is really bad in saying no. And if he or she is bad in saying no, means आप उनके पास जाएंगे, आप अपनी बात करना स्टार्ट कर देंगे without thinking or without processing what they are in the middle of, what they are in the project, where they are, so, and you start your things, you start your stuff, they would not stop you because they are really poor in saying no. So you have to process it by your own. You have to go and first check which projects they are in. If you feel it needs their more attention, you have to then schedule their time to have a discussion with you, because that's how you would be managing them. So highly agreeable bosses are really much easier to talk with because they are really bad in saying no, but at times it overwhelms them, and at times it disrupt their performance that ultimately trigger back to you, because of course you all are a team. So if he or she is highly agreeable, then you have to manage your schedule as per their schedule and help them. And if he or she is low agreeable, what does it mean? That more than you they trust data, and they cannot connect unless they have data in front, and they need some time to process it. So if your boss gets skeptical if you go with the report and want to discuss it then and there, probably this will not work well. You have to first send the report, you have to give the process time and settling time, and then a discussion will be even more concrete and constructive. I understand there would be few stuff जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा critical होते हैं and they demand your quick attention and your boss quick attention. इन सारी जगहों पे जो highly agreeable bosses हैं उनके साथ बात करना आसान है, लेकिन जो low agreeable bosses हैं उनको समझाना मुश्किल है. And you know they trust the data more than you or more than anything else. You have to first be very sure of your data and then you can talk with them because you know their probable questions, on spot questions, and then you can even start it like, I understand sir, it's very quick, I am going to jump in, I should have given you a bit more time to process it, but because of this XYZ reason we want it to finish, to have a discussion on bit quicker. So it will help them understanding. हमारे हमेशा जहनों में एक विंडो होता है जो हमें ये सेंस देता रहता है that person is trying to help me without even the true use of using word help. So this is the fourth type. And the fifth one is, yes, there the answer of your question is, my friend, neuroticism. Now what it is, I would consider it like it's a bad word, it's a bad trait. I would not say it's a bad trait, but maybe we can rephrase it like emotionally weak people. So if you are dealing with a person who is all the time in the seek of an opportunity जहाँ वो अपने आप को खुद परेशान कर सके और हर चीज़ का हर बात का उनके ऊपर इम्पैक्ट ज़्यादा होता है. So if you feel your boss is emotionally weak, then how you can deal with them? Of course, emotionally weak people do experience mood swings that anyhow troubles in their team building. So if your boss is a bit more of that kind, emotionally weak or maybe neurotic or maybe whatsoever you want to say it, so he has a potential to get affected so soon. Now here what you exactly have to do and what will help even in a better way, you have to give the right information. I am not asking you to start hiding things from them, but you have to give the right information in the right way. And what is the right or more preferable way? You have to first tell them that it is something in trouble, but I am working on it. So like phrasing it like, don't panic, or maybe don't get stressed because we are all working in it and we would be coming up with a solution in next 10 minutes or next half an hour. So the good news will be popping up in their mind, might be there are some people, equally focused or equally disturbed with this fact and they are working and they are coming up with some good news. So they would be managing their emotions in a better way with your help without knowing that you are helping them. Decoding your boss is equally important in the performance booster bucket as you are trying to learn skills for your own self, because we work in a world where we work as teams. Thank you so much for giving me the idea to have a very detailed research on the type and the traits of people, and thank you for helping me learning. My dear friend, I hope you have got your answer, and for all my friends, now start decoding your bosses, and I wish you and I hope a very happy learning for all of you. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Bye.